eat too much and you'll get sick. Shrimps are pretty rich.
Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So today it is Foodie Friday. It's a series I want to start on my channel. I tried to start this like 2 years ago and I have some previous videos which will probably be up before this one gets up. But anyways, I just want to tell you what it really is about. Foodie Fridays is a series in which I will be either trying out recipes on Pinterest, showing you how they go and my review on them, or trying out new restaurants, showing you how I feel about the food and how good it is and my opinion on it, obviously, and also just trying new recipes and showing you how I make them. So for today's episode, I'm going to be making my famous, it's not famous. Today I'll be showing you guys how I make my 5-layered bean dip, 5.5 layers. We'll get into it. So the first things you'll obviously need are beans of your choice. This recipe was inspired by this bean dip my family used to buy at Sprouts. We used to always get it. It was a little bit overpriced what it was, and it just seems simple enough to recreate ourselves. They use pinto beans, so that's what we use too, but you can use any beans that you like. These are just the ones I'm using. It's the Sun Vista pinto beans. I usually like to get the ones that are low sodium or less salted. That way you could apply the sodium for your preference, but up to you. We're gonna use 2 cans, and we're gonna use 1 can of olives. These are just medium ripe black pitted olives. So this dip is just pretty much to your preference. You can put whatever vegetables you want. These are just the ones we're using based off the ones we used to buy from Sprouts. Just used 1 can. It didn't like make a full layer, but it was enough for our preference, and we just cut the olives in smaller pieces, which I'll show you later. The next layer will be tomatoes. We put a lot of tomatoes to cover up the whole under layer. I have 5. We'll see, we might even use more, but that's what I have right now. And then after that, we have the spicy layer, which we put jalapenos. These are just raw ones. We're also gonna put the canned jalapenos, which are somewhere. Morzetta deli sliced hot jalapeno peppers. Add more spice. Now it's the sour cream layer. So to be a little bit healthier, we decided to opt out of buying actual sour cream and making, I'd say, my own type of recipe. So for this, we're going to be using Greek yogurt. This one is 100% whole, but just any Greek yogurt will do. And 1 lemon, sorry. Acidity to your preference, but I think 1 lemon is just enough to make it sour. So in a sense, it's sour cream. And it's a healthier option. And also we're going to be putting in salt and pepper and cumin. Alright, so let's get started. So first things I'm going to do is open up the can of beans and drain them and heat them up. Depending on your preference for how soft or hard you want the beans, that's how long you want to cook them in the microwave or in the stove, wherever you prefer. The first time we did this, we didn't cook the beans long enough. We only put it in the microwave for 3 minutes and they were still intact, if that makes sense. So we want to make them a little bit more smushy, so I'm going to put them in for 5 minutes. Halfway through the 5 minutes, I stopped the microwave, then stirred the beans, and then continued the time. And once it was over, I went ahead and smushed the beans and added it to the plate where all the layers will be added to. For the next couple layers, I'll basically just be cutting up these vegetables and these fruits and just adding it to the layer to my preference. And generally, I just wanted to cover each, so it's a full layer. And just so you know, when you're adding jalapenos, if you really want the spice, then keep the seeds and add them to your actual dish, because if you take out the seeds, that's where all the spice really is. Here's the more complicated part, is the DIY sour cream, the healthier version. So as you can see here, I just took out about 4 spoonfuls of the yogurt, then I squeezed 1 whole lemon into it, and then I mixed it very well, and after that I just added my spices such as cumin, black pepper, and salt, and mix it all together, and it's good to go. And I made 2 full bowls of this, I believe, just to make it a little bit thicker of a layer to cover everything. Finally, I just cut up the herb portion, so I just cut up here some little green onions and also some cilantro and mix that as the top layer, and the very final layer is the layer of cheese, which my mom just shredded over it, and it's complete. You can enjoy it with some chips of your choice, and it's just a great people pleaser or party pleaser for multiple people to enjoy. So definitely try it out. If you do, leave a comment down below how it goes, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time on the next Foodie Friday.
FOODIE.